So this is another answer for the magazine, and the question is from one friend. He studies music as well and guitar in the university in Canada, and he's asking that is it a problem with the memory, only me, or what happens? Because sometimes I go to the lessons there to the university, and then I think that I can work with the material after the lesson. Then when I said, yes, I will work after. And then when I come back to the next lesson, I forgot everything and I really didn't attain any different thing from what I was before. So the thing is this, that's why your approach should be, my advice or the tip I am giving here is, you try to learn the stuff on the lesson. Just like you play classical guitar there at the university, you're learning that, you're making the career, that's okay. You want to do that also additionally. And how you are studying with me, how you study with me. We check the stuff, and when we learn something on the lesson, we learn it on the lesson, not later. Of course you have homework, and you are supposed to play also after at home and practice the stuff and nail it down and get it mastered, hopefully, when you come back to the next lesson. But how we do? I never said, remember when all the time I'm saying, play it here, let me make sure that you understood what we are saying here in the lesson so that you may effectively work properly afterwards. Because if you say, I teach you something, and then you say, okay, that's good, let's go to another topic and I will work with this later. That's not going to be true. I tell you, this is an illusion, really speaking. Whatever you didn't get on the lesson is not there. So stop dreaming that this later, people think, and I see, because I see many friends have this question there, and that's why I also want to ask, to answer it publicly, because this is a very relatable topic, that people think that after the lesson, it will happen, if I go to the lesson, I don't nail down the stuff there, and then people think that after, when I go home or anything, it will happen some miracle will happen that will, suddenly the information will come to my fingers, to my hands, to my heart, and to my mind. No, that's not true. So unless you learn it on the lesson, of course, I am not saying when we take a lesson, you have to do it perfectly, the stuff there on the lesson. I am not saying that. Listen, what I'm saying is, you have to be, say, on a highly percent, right, at control of what we are talking about, with which you will work later on. Means that at least some hints will come there, or you will start seeing how it takes shape, the concept that we are going for in the lesson, right? And then you can work after at home and perfect it there. But the very result of what we are learning, it has to happen now, in the lesson time, not later. Because if you wait later, there are no miracles for later. That's why this is a different approach also. And of course in CFG it never happens. Some friends that are just like you, or other people will be maybe taken lessons in the conservatory, or even with me at the conservatory in Canada, other institutions, they have a different method, and of course this misconception of later I will get it is there a lot. Here in CFG, not at all. No, because I make sure in the lesson that you learn what we are talking about in that moment, not after. I don't trust people saying me, later I will work on it and then I will nail it down, I will get it. No, I want to see now, at least show me 10% that you can do now. I want to see and make sure you got what we are talking about, and then I can sleep tranquil and I know you will practice there, of course, because you already learned it. So it's not about memory, it's about relying on the future instead of on the present. Lessons is about learning on the present time. And then what we learn there, we perfect it as a homework. But not that I just see as an impartial observer, or as an how do you say this, aloof observer, say of kind of an experiment or something, I just see as an observer the lesson, and then I say, yeah, I will work with that later. That's not going to be helpful, because unless you're very advanced, how you will do that? That's not possible. I think maybe some very advanced people will maybe, just by seeing what it is, understand it, but that's not applicable to us. That's not the case here. So, again, rely on the present, and I will suggest you to listen another video whose title is Learning to Play in the Present. Check that. I will post it, try to post it in the description of this video. It was part of the Enthusiasm series. I think it was number 22. Let's see if I'm okay, but it's there, and if you search for that title, it's called From Flat Enthusiasm to Sharp Enthusiasm. The title of the video is Learning to Play in the Present. Because this taking lessons in the future or in the past is not going to help. You need to live present time. Therefore, that's why in CFG we make sure that you learn it.